Hey, it's your friend Steve. I don't know how long I'll be able to do this, my dog. It's really been like couple of tough months, because every time I go to record, my dog is very needy, and she's very doesn't want to do anything. She doesn't want to be in the cage. She doesn't want to be anywhere. Anyway, my hair looks really light. Anyway, hey, how's everyone? I've been dating lately. I've been single for like 5 years. I don't know. I've had like little relationships, but not like super like conventional relationships, like exclusively only, we're only fucking each other, but we're like not really boyfriend girlfriend. I'm not really into the label thing. I know that's a very douchey thing to say. But but so I just been dating lately, but I don't know, man. I don't know if I want to just date a girl. I feel like my thing about it is I feel like I don't want to date someone. I just want to find someone that connects with me and like you know, instant connection, and we skip the dating part and just go to marriage, because it's just like dating's awful. It's like a job interview and I feel just nervous, like first dates and stuff. It's like ugh. And then the girls I'm into aren't into me, and then the ones that I'm not into are into me. And then I feel bad just using them from sex. And I mean, like if they were like, because women say they want to use you for sex, but then eventually they're just like, you're like not cool with it. They just become not cool with it. They're like, what, I want more, which I don't blame them, because everyone doesn't want. I mean, like, no one wants to feel like a substitute for someone's hand. But I get it. But like, you get into this relationship, and they should like, I don't know. Women just don't. Women say one thing and then mean another. They're just like very indecisive people, and then they get mad at you when you don't really read the room. But you read the room, but the room changes. But anyway, I don't know. I just think just gonna die alone. I like to have some kids, but I just don't think the women in my dating pool are, wifey material. Some of them are, and some of them are like, I never find the perfect match. Like the girls I'm into, then they go, "Oh, I don't want kids," and they're like, "Well, that's a deal breaker." Or they want kids, but they're not like, I don't want my kids to like, because when I have kids, they're going to be half me, which I'm going to love, and then the other half I'm going to have to love. And I don't know. I just haven't met anybody that like I could see sharing DNA with, because that's a lot of pressure. Like if you really think about it, that's your whole family bloodline is like the mental illness is going to be connected, because you don't know what people are into, and then people are like 100 years from now, when my bloodline's like, oh yeah, my great grandfather fucked this one girl and had kids, and then it ruined the whole bloodline because now everyone's like has cancer. Like that's true. Like honestly, a girl I fuck right now, right? And she has my kid, right? Have my kid is gonna have half her family history, and what if her family history also has cancer in it? My family has cancer in it, somewhat. I don't think a lot, but I mean, like, I'm gonna be honest. My family bloodline is awful. Half of it's alcoholics, and the other half is alcoholics. But really, you just fuck the whole next generation. I mean, you gotta like be more careful with who you have babies with. And then another thing about relationships for me is I don't really want to have babies with someone who also has babies. You know what I mean? I don't want my kids to grow up with stepbrothers and sisters. I don't. That's like, that ends up in porn. That ends up in like, oh, hey, stepbro, I got caught in the fucking dryer. I don't want my kids fucking. Like, you guys shared a bath together. Like, you know what? Don't be sticking your dick in your stepsister or stepbro. Um, I guess don't be fucking your stepbro, dick, and stepsister. Anyway, also it's like someone's already like found that land. You know what I mean? It's not that I'm a prize. I'm not a prize. I'm a 35-year-old mentally ill man, but I'm semi like I'm a good guy. I'm funny. I make you laugh. I got other talents. I'm not like perfect though, but I just don't. It's always going to be in the back of my head that some dude put a baby on you and then left, right? Because if I put a baby in some chick, I don't think I'm gonna leave her. I'm gonna have to like suck it up and like be with that woman forever. Because I don't want my kids to have two Christmases. I don't know. Like in the long run, maybe it'll be good for them because they'll be like, happy. But I don't think so. I think a kid wants a mom and a dad to be together, like a traditional family. Um, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm definitely crazy. For sure. But my thing about it is, it's just so hard dating now. It really is, because no one's perfect, right? And I'm always like, I'm eating a food, right? I'm eating a steak, and then I'm like, oh, you know what I should have got? That's how I view dating. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, this girl's great, but like, what if down the road, like, insert super hot celebrity like randomly like runs into me and we have like a meet cute, and she's like, oh shit, I've always wanted to have sex and marry 6'7" overweight man with a beard. And then I'm like, what? This timeline sucks. If I waited a little longer, I could have had that insert whoever. I don't know. I don't know who's hot anymore. Like, I'm too old. I don't understand who's hot anymore. I don't know who's like the new it girl. All my it girls are like in their like late 30s, and they're like kind of like mommed out. Not that I mean MILFs are hot, but like young MILFs aren't like what. Like when you're a MILF, I want you to be in your 40s and maybe like late 40s. I don't want you to be like a 22-year-old MILF. Like you have like the age of being a hot girl. Like you shouldn't be a MILF until you're like 27, 30. Like that's when your MILF ages. MILF ages like 30 plus. I don't want no 22 MILF. Like you're on your third kid and you're 22. I'm like, you're just like a baby factory at that point. I don't know. That might be offensive. I'm sorry. I mean, not really, because I mean, like, you shouldn't have kids until you're in a relationship. You know what? I'm not gonna apologize. You should be in a healthy relationship and then have kids. You shouldn't just be popping out kids because you don't want to tell a dude to throw a condom on. Like, sex is great. I'm pro sex. You don't have to wait till you're married, but like, have a relationship with the dude. Like, we just have all these kids growing up in broken homes and not knowing, like, oh, I don't see my daddy at all, and my mom's crazy and she posts on Facebook like what a piece of shit my dad. Like, oh, your kids are going to know all of this. And worse, all your friends and family are going to know this, and then they're going to have that kid, and the kid's going to hear like, oh, daddy, is fucking seven different women and all this. Like, you got to shelter your kids a little better. I know you're crazy. Like, we're all crazy, but like, when you have a kid, your life is over. I'm sorry. It is what it is. Your responsibility is to the next generation. You've chosen to have kids. Your kid is your responsibility. You cannot fuck that kid up. We have so little chances to like grow up good, and you're just ruining the next generation because you didn't want the dude to pull out or you didn't want to put on a condom. Like, you make irresponsible decisions. You need to grow up and like, go fuck it. I have to like raise this kid, and then multiple kids, raise the kids right. So the next generation, I mean, what if my kid grows up, finds your kid seems nice, my kid and your kid start dating, and then like your kid stabs my kid because like, oh, that's the relationship my mom and my dad had. You have to fucking put your big boy pants on and your big girl pants and realize you have a kid now. And this is like for the men and women. This isn't just like shit on women. No, if you have a chick and you knock her up, you got to provide. You got to be in that kid's life. You got to put that kid first. Your life's over too if you're a dude. Like, it's a jail sentence in the most nicest way possible. Don't treat it like a jail sentence. But you have a responsibility to make sure that kid has the best life available to him. And it's not the kid's fault that you fucking fucked a girl when you're 18 or 17 and you're too young to have babies. You should have responsibility. Like, the generation is just like, oh, I don't realize that I'm going to knock a bitch up. Sorry, that's the phrase that popped in my mind. Knock a woman up. Gently put my baby seed in a woman's vagina. It was good until the last part. But anyway, you're a man. Grow the fuck up. You know what? You did a deed. You got all the benefits. You had a great time. It's time to repercussions. You know what? When I eat ice cream, I eat the ice cream and then I go, you know what? I shouldn't have eaten that ice cream, but it's my fault. I need to man up and realize I'm going to gain weight. And you've gained weight in the form of a human being. And it's your job to make sure that human being is entered into society, is grown up right, is make sure that that human being is a good human being. Don't unleash psychotic people into our world. And then I just don't think people understand the gravity of having babies. Like some people do. Some people, young people, are meant to have babies, and they have babies, and they do put them first. But a lot don't. Like you really just, you gotta like grow the fuck up and make sure you're good to the next generation. Anyway, I love you guys. Let's have a drink to like single moms that are killing it, and some dudes that actually are killing it too. But mostly moms, because dudes are fucking psychotic. Anyway, I love you guys. As always, fuck Hitler.